Hey guys, this is Todd Perkins. First of all, I wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for being willing to look into this idea of hosting a VBS in your own backyard. I know at first you might think this sounds kind of complicated, but I hope this simple video that I just decided to film right off my laptop here would be something that can encourage you and let you know that it's not going to be that complicated. In fact, here's my entire notes for what I'm going to be talking about right there. So let me work through these with you. I'm going to set them up right in front here. The first thing I need to do is right off the bat give credit to Jake Arthur. He's a community group leader, and he actually came to me and said, hey, I want to host Backyard VBS this summer. It was his idea, and so from there we just began to think about what if every group got involved and how much more of an impact that would be, and we really got excited. So why do something like this? Why do a Backyard VBS or a Backyard Bible Club? Well, first of all, we believe it helps to fulfill our mission as a church to know, live, and build. Jesus said, all authority has been given unto me, and go therefore into all the world, make disciples. And we believe that all the world would include our own backyards. And I know that some of us has looked around and saw these kids in our community and maybe thought, wonder if there's a way we can reach them. And we believe this strategy is going to help do it. Secondly, Jesus loved kids. There's a story, a couple of different places in the Bible, but in Matthew 19, these people are bringing some kids to Jesus, and the disciples are apprehensive about it. But Jesus said three things. He said, let them come to me and do not hinder them. And then he said, the kingdom of God belongs to them. So Jesus is interested in kids. So that's yet another motivation for us to be interested in helping resource families and kind of have a kid-friendly approach, bringing the gospel to them. The third reason we would want to do it is because the most important thing we could do is not just have an event where kids hear the gospel by themselves, but create an environment that connects people to gospel community. And we really feel like that these Backyard VBS plans, these ideas, and how they're going to be worked out are really going to help to enhance community. So how to pull this off? A Backyard VBS needs to be understood from a very simple, flexible concept. You really just need to answer the kind of logistical questions: who, what, when, where, how. Who lives near a bunch of kids? Are there a bunch of kids in the neighborhood who host the community group? Or is this something that maybe someone in the community group recognizes, you know what, there are a lot of kids. Every time I'm pulling out and pulling in, there are toys in yards, there are kids playing in the streets. Where's the ideal place to have it? And who can do which activity and which plan for the group? Once you figure out kind of where you're going to have it, you got to start thinking about who can carry out the certain tasks. You've got different things like Bible study, crafts, snacks, games, music. Maybe you don't do music. Maybe you don't do crafts. Maybe it's big enough to where, because of the age group and the gender of the kids in your neighborhood, you just have a wiffle ball tournament for a little while and then take a time out, go and learn about Jesus, give them something to drink, talk to them, see if they understand, give them the opportunity to dialogue with each other, and then go back to playing wiffle ball, because that's what your community group wants to do, and that's what the kids in the community group want to do. There's a lot of flexibility. If you have questions about curriculum or craft projects, we've got two people specifically set up to help work with that. Jennifer Hadish is going to be our contact person for curriculum, and she's got several different options you can look at. We want to make sure that our curriculum is going to stay focused on Jesus and what he has done for us. The key is to realize that context is going to determine your method, and Christ is going to determine the message. So your age, the gender, the number of kids, all of those things are going to determine how organized you need to be and around what activities need to be organized. All of those things are your context. And so your context is going to determine your method, the way you carry out your Backyard VBS. And we want to give you as much freedom as we can to be able to operate within your context. But we want to emphasize Jesus Christ. He's the one that's going to determine our message. And we want to stay focused on the gospel in our curriculum. So have a mindset that understands that you can be flexible with these things as you begin to implement them. We do want to make a suggestion that you not plan just one event. The reason for this is because we're trying to help you to increase the relational opportunities that you will begin to have in the Backyard Bible Club environment. And if you only do it one time, well, then you only kind of are introduced to the people in your neighborhood. So you might want to think about doing a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening kind of layout. Maybe you want to do every week for a month, where that would give you 4. Say your group meets on Thursday nights and does backyard VBS on Thursday nights. Then you could do that through the month of July. But we also want to be flexible in that context. You and your group get to determine when, but we do want to kind of encourage you to not just have one event where you do a backyard VBS. Finally, just remember that the goal is for us to reach families with the gospel through these relational connections. It's going to build your community group. It's going to build your relationships with people in the neighborhood. The kids are going to have a great time because there's something being put on just for them. Be enthusiastic as you work with kids. Have great snacks. That's going to be a wonderful thing. Kids look forward to it. Little tip, hold out snacks to the end. And that way you can make sure the kids, have a little leverage to keep them involved. You got to stick around for the popsicles. Trust me, I've worked with kids enough to know that is a major, major point of leverage. Get some popsicles. It'll be a huge hit during the summer with kids. Confirm your dates with me. Let me know you're going to do it and when. And give me like a little something to let me know how it went. A little report. Tell me how many families you got to meet, how many kids were involved, how often you had your group, your VBS. And I'm here to resource you and help you. Once again, I just want to thank you. And thank you for being a part of something big this summer, something that's going to spread the gospel and going to connect new families to Vintage. And we believe that's a very important piece of who we are, the community, gospel-centered community. And you guys are going to be doing the good work, and we're going to be praying for you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. This concludes the training video. You're all prepared. You feel like you need like a degree or diploma to make you feel like you're ready to go out and kind of deliver. Trust me, it's not a big deal. I'm going to help you. Just give me a call. All right, see you later. Good luck.